This one, good. So how many of you guys hold EOS? EOS is a big country, in Korea is big in EOS, right? How many of you guys have played an EOS-based game or gambling or? Okay, that's good. That's pretty good. Okay, so today my topic is gonna be diving into the debt market, right? So there's always questions about, hey, when is mass adoption? And then we usually start answering the questions when we already know the situation. So that's what we do. Okay, so Dev.com is the largest dev analytics and distribution platform in the world right now. So we provide a lot of insights to the dev markets and as well as the blockchain markets as well, right? Here are some of the stats that we have. There are some missing pieces here. So right now we list 8 blockchains right now, including Ethereum, EOS, Tron, Steem, Clayton, Neo, and as well as IOST and Tomo Chain. So we recently partnered with Clayton to provide debt analytics service to them. And we are the trusted data provider. With our quarterly report, we have over 300K views in all around the world, and it's been translated into all different languages. And then we also had raised total amount of over 5 million funds backed by the world leading VCs, including from Korea, and as well as Animoca, a listed company in Australia. And so before we go into deeper, most of the people here know what is that, so I'm just gonna quickly go through a little bit about it. So we usually call when applications build their backend on the blockchain, we refer it as a DApp. So because the benefits of blockchain is usually featured as a better transparency, so that's why we've seen a lot of people making projects on the blockchain. And then as well as it allows you to own your crypto assets, and it provides liquidity, crypto gates, and other game items. And as well as in the last panel, we had a lot of discussion about rewarding users. So Steam was one of the better products that provide rewards to content contributor and remove the censorship of contents. And how big is the market? So when 2008, when Apple launched App Store, in the first year, there were 65,000 applications that were built. And then they generated a total amount of revenue of over 4.2 billion. And in the first year of that, which is 2018, around the end of 2018, and then we had a 6.7 billion US dollar worth in terms of volume, generated from 4 blockchain platforms, over 1,400 apps. And then in this year, 2019, we expected that there will be 15 billion worth of crypto flow into these decentralized applications. And this is our third quarter. I think we have completed almost 2/3 of the quarter that my prediction. So we generated a very high quality what's going on in this market. So in Korea, we have a partnership with B Street. I'm hiding it, right? So this is the URL. When you scan it, you'll be able to see the Korean version of the report. It's a 50 pages report that analyzes 6 major approaches, the top tier. And how do we get all this data from the blockchain itself? So whenever dApps are powered by smart contract, right? So whenever there's an account that has an interaction with the smart contract, then we will be able to pull it out. So I have an Ethereum account, and then I just send 1 Ether to the CryptoKitties smart contract, and then I purchase 1 CryptoKitty. Then it gives me that account as a user, and 1 transaction and 1 around right now Ether is $200, right? $200 US dollar worth of volume These are a lot of data, so but I pointed out the most important part. So when we see here, like we have listed 6 chains, right? And then right now, in terms of the dApp ecosystem, the top 3 are Ethereum, EOS, and Tron. Right? Ethereum is still at the top of the developer's choice with over 1,700 dApps who built it. Right, and then in this quarter, it has almost 400K active users that were using projects that were building on Ethereum. And then Tron was the second largest ecosystem, followed by EOS. And then 3 of them generated a total amount of almost 20 billion to 2 billion, which covers almost, we can say, 90% of the dApp markets. Right, and so what kind of projects are being built on dApps, on blockchain? So we have gambling, we have games, and then there are also the high-risk kind of products that are like the dividend investment that were they're equally similar on the blockchain. They counted as 75% in total. And then the rest category, including DeFi, we're gonna go into like the finance tech category later. And then social arts, and then there are a lot of tools that were built for people to enjoy or experience decentralized apps. So, when we look at these data, what are the importance? So first important is, people ask me every day like, hey, how many people use apps? So this is the number I gave here. So on Ethereum right now, we have 75. That's even larger than we have almost 4 million main accounts. And then surprisingly, like Tron and EOS launched at the same time. But until now, EOS has 1.5, so Tron is double and more than double. And then when all these accounts combine, we only have less than 5% of people who are holding Ethereum or holding like major cryptos that they had used apps. So this is our current situation, right? Only a small amount of people use apps, and then the retention rate is pretty low. People come in and try it, and then they probably left. Or maybe a lot of people are struggling, they were trying to get it, but it's hard for them. So this is how many dApp users we have every day. So this chart shows on each of the category, and then it combines. You see when in the beta time, in Q3 here, we have less than 15K daily active users on all these dApps. This how many dApps? 3,000 dApps and 15K, less than 15K active users here. And most of the users, daily users, were contributed by Ethereum blockchain, and then as well as Tron and EOS. Then we look at this chart, and then we will be able to see that right now we have a very diverse ecosystem of dApps already, right? Most of the casino experience, gamers that were actively trading their game items and then trying to play in a fair environments and with liquidity to their assets. And then as well as financial products, right? We have a lot of stable coins. We have projects such as MakerDAO that and then provide on-chain financials to this market. So quickly look at Ethereum. This quarter, we have over 30% of users poured into the space because they want decentralized finance, right? It catches right at the chains and it all reflects it on the data. And every day, most of the users of Ethereum, also the dApp user on Ethereum, they were using Ethereum-based apps. And gamers are the most active parts, right? When most of the new users come in because of DeFi, but most of the existing users still play a lot of games. How about for EOS? So for EOS, it's there was a lot of news article on about EOS last year that saying EOS is a decentralized online casino, right? It generated like a huge amount of volume, and it's a casino in Las Vegas. So is this still true? Well, we see most of the volume, most of the trading volume coming to EOS, still driven by gambling. But and then a lot of trading is also very active, and as well as a lot of when we talk about user activeness, and it's pretty similar to what we see just now. And then there are a lot of active gamers that they're playing games on a daily basis. So what are the problems here? So I didn't put animation so that but I will go through it, right? So in 2018, 2017, 2018, a lot of discussion like so when do we see killer app on blockchain, right? And then when we look at all the three major opinions. One, like it's too slow, right? It's like if you only got 35 TBS, right? EOS can only handle like 1,000 transactions per second, right? We need 1 million TP, right? We want it like when we use Alipay, when we use Visa and all that, right? But the thing is, do we need that many? Like right now, we don't have a product that requires that high performance for blockchain. And it sounds a little bit BS at this moment. I mean, we don't need it yet, right? And second is like, no, it's been. So we have 3,000 dApps that were built, right? And then they are all by like independent developers of like small studios, right? A lot when we go and visit a lot of game companies that were building products on EOS on Steam, they are like a small team of 10, but they build really great products. But is that no one's building? When we go out and check the all the announcements, we've seen listed company, gaming company that they were building a lot of products on blockchain. I think they recently made a very influential social post on their Twitter saying that investing in crypto. Right? So a lot of these projects are built by giant company, and they are a lot of people to build. We are waiting for them to launch a product only, and a lot of these products are being launched. Right. So the last statement is like, hey, like that UX sucks. Right? It's very true. Imagine when just now when I asked like, do you guys play Ethereum game, try EOS-based product of using dApps is very difficult. Right? You probably need to use Chrome, right? You have to download to set up the wallet, you have to import the private key, maybe someone also lost it. Right, and then for EOS, it's another process, right? You have to buy RAM, you have to buy CPU, and then you need an EOS to open an account. That's why the growth of EOS blockchain is very slow as well. So and then how many blockchain we have out there? We have over 50 blockchain that are up and running, and then they raise huge amount of funds. So I predict that in the next 2 to 3 years, there's still a lot of blockchain launching. And then there's a lot of blockchain that are expanding the ecosystem. But what's next? So these are the problem, right? You have so many accounts, right? You have like I personally have 10 EOS accounts, right? I some of them I lost it already, right? And then but each of the blockchain you have one set of tools, you have one set of tokens, right? When new people coming into, hey, I want to try something that was building on Clayton, right? I want to try Clayton that, and then the next question will become, hey, how can some blockchain that you never tried, and when you want to do it, it's tough. That's why. So we are building this some sort of solutions that we're trying to solve. We wanna build something that is a unified dApp tool that help people to manage multiple accounts on the blockchain. When the users come in, you can get rid of all the tools. You have a dApp.com account, right? We have everything set up for you, right? And then when you don't have the tokens, you can have it on dApp.com. You partner with a lot of exchanges, then you can when you come in with Bitcoin, you can experience the neo labs easily, right? So you can get rid of all this learning process and make it as easy as possible. This is what we come up with a very, very big idea of I want to build a decentralized exchange, right? It's fair and transparent, but they didn't do it. Why? Because when you start with decentralized, in 2017, they're not Binance. So that's why coming out next week that was like these products in the markets. And then I hope that what we're trying to do actually works and bringing all you guys to the